Hello, boys and girls. In this activity, you're going to be subtracting fractions with unlike denominators, and you're going to have to decide what model will work best, the money model or the clock model. And here you have linked or links to the money app and the clock app, so you can play around with those and use those to show your work as well. So let's do this one together, and then there's 4 more problems that you'll have to do independently. So this one says, what is 2/3 minus a half? Choose which app to use that makes the most sense with this problem, the money app or the clock app. So when you're thinking about these, I want you to be thinking about the denominator. Here I have thirds and here I have halves. So if I'm thinking about money, I want to think, okay, can I take 100? Because that's our dollar, right? A dollar is 100 cents. Can I take a dollar or 100 cents and break it up into thirds, so 3 equal pieces? And I can't do that with thirds and the money. So that won't be very helpful to use that money app. Then I think about the clocks. Can I break 60 minutes up into 3 equal pieces? Well, yes, I can. 1/3 is going to be 20 minutes. Can I use a clock, 60 minutes? Can I use it to do halves? Well, yep, that would be 30 minutes. So I'm going to go with the clock app. So you can click on the clock app. And then I'm going to rewrite this problem, 2/3 minus 1/2. And then I can add my clocks. So I'm going to add 2/3. So here's 2/3. And I'm going to shade that in by clicking in the fill mode. There's 2/3. And I have to take away a half. Well, I could add another clock to see what a half is if you want to. You don't have to. You could probably do this without it. But if you want to see just to make sure, this is what a half looks like. So since I'm taking away, I'm going to use a different color. Since I'm taking away a half, I can take away this part, right? That's the same as this. So I'm taking away half and I'm left with what's here. And that is 10 out of 60. So 10/60. And some of you may say, oh, well, 10 minutes out of 60 is the same as 1/6. And you're right. Either of these is a correct answer. They're both right. Okay. Another way to write 2/3 minus a half would be to write it as 40/60. So remember, here's 2/3, and it was the same as 40 out of 60. So if we thought of this as a cake, okay, say this was our cake, and I took 2/3 of it to bring to school with me. Well, I split the cake into 3 pieces and took these 2 pieces. Let's say the cake was made up of 60 pieces. In order to take that same amount, I would have had to take 40 of the pieces to school with me. And that would have given the same amount as 2/3. So 40/60 and 2/3 are the same amount. And then the next part is, after figuring out that 2/3 is 40/60, I'm going to take away a half, but I need the denominator to be the same. So a half, when I'm talking about 60ths, is 30. 30/60 and a half are the same. This is 30 minutes. It's also half of the clock, right? So 40 minus 30, now I can do this because the denominators are the same, and that gets me 10/60, which we already said was the same as 1/6, okay? So if you want to use these, you probably remember this, but just in case you don't, you can share it, use it by copying the image. If I hit copy, then it says to right-click the image and copy it, and then you can paste it into your slide, and you don't have to fit it into the box. You can leave it right there like that, and when I open it up, I can adjust it. Oops, don't want that. Or you could copy the link, or you could copy the code and put it in there and I can look it up. It's easier for me if you copy the image, but if you're having trouble with that, you're more than welcome to copy the code or copy the link in there. Okay, all right, let's take a look at some of the other problems. So I'm going to delete this. Even though I'm doing it with you, I still want you to try it on your own. This one is 5/6 and 2/3. So you're going to ask yourself, if I use the Money app, can I take 100 and divide it by 6 evenly? Can I divide it by 3 evenly? We tried it with thirds and it wasn't going to work. So this one again, which one are you going to use? Money is probably not going to be your choice. Then we have tenths and fourths. So think, can I split money, $1, into tenths? Oh, I think I can. Can I divide it into fourths? I think I can as well. And then you can think about the clock. They both will work, either both the Money app and the clock app. So you're going to have to make that decision which one you think is going to be easiest for you. And then we have 20ths and 5ths and 6ths and 4ths. All right. And then at the end, there's some questions. When is it best to use a clock model? And when is it best to use a money model? And I want you to think about the denominators. Which denominators are going to work well with the clock models and which denominators work best with the money model. All right. Make sure to show me your work. You can copy and paste using the apps. If you choose to do it a different way, you can use your words to explain your thinking as well.